Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2024 and another part of the Lotus Road to Glory career mode. Today we have got the Mexican Grand Prix as we are closing in on the end of Season 1. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. Do keep the thumbs up coming, all the comments, all of that good stuff. What we are going to have to do is replace some of these parts, so let's get that sorted out straight away onto Nico's car. We should be okay on doing it on Mick's as well, although we are going to have to change the design. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's fine. We are going to start focusing on Mick a little bit towards the end of the season. Try and give him a bit of a confidence boost going into next year. Other than that, I think we're in a pretty good position. We do need a new ERS though for Nico Hülkenberg, so we are going to go for that, and that pretty much eats up the rest of our money that we have saved up over the last few Grand Prix. I think side pods cost more than 276,000. I will just double check that. We'll have to buy some new side pods after the next race. 450,000. Yeah, we can't buy that. That's a shame. Never mind, that's okay. We will move on. We do still have some ATR stuff, but we just don't have the money to use it, unfortunately. We've only got a week left. So it might be that we try and use the money for that instead. But yeah, we're not going to get there, are we? That's fine. Okay. For Nico Hülkenberg, we'll say 16th. For Mick Schumacher, he should finish easily in 17th. So let's get ourselves into the next round here in Mexico.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
It's Ferrari who are currently ahead in the constructors' standings. And the next rounds are still crucial to decide the final order of the season.
Our weekend action starts here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and play practice, and I'll see you guys for qualifying.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
If we could just talk about Mick Schumacher for a second. Given his recent form, how's he going to be going into this session?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Well, big news from practice. Unfortunately, Mick Schumacher binned it in the wall on his in-lap. And yeah, he has had to have a whole change of pretty much everything in the car. It was quite ridiculous, really, what we had to change. He destroyed his engine, destroyed his ERS. Luckily, it was an old ERS. It wasn't one of the new ones that we've bought this season, but now he is going to be down to the bare bones in terms of parts, and I think realistically we have to try and go for it with Nico Hülkenberg, especially because of all of the grid penalties this weekend. Can we trust Mick Schumacher with the parts? I mean, that's the real issue that we've got. So I'm thinking let's install side pods 2 on that car. It's a shame. I really wanted to give him a chance, but yeah, it's not. I don't think it's sensible. So I think we've got to give Hulkenberg the best possible car. He's 99% confident with the setup as well, which is really good to see. He will, of course, have a grid penalty. You know, there's not a lot we can do to change that. So maybe... No, I'm changing my mind again. We are going to go with Mick Schumacher having the best of the cars, because Hulkenberg's probably going to be starting at the back. Yeah, he doesn't need to have that one. The one that we've only got one part on, that's... we'll give him the lower spec. It's got fine on the underfloor. Suspension, yeah, that's fine. So it is just the side pods and the chassis, I believe. So we'll give, yeah, Schumacher that one and that one. Because Schumacher could well start in the top 10 in the Grand Prix. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just considering really what our options are, but I think that's what we have to go for. We have to give Mick Schumacher the benefit of the doubt.
That's great.
Sending him out first to go and get his time, and we are expecting Mick Schumacher to be significantly quicker. We can't give him a new gearbox, unfortunately. Because we don't have enough money, but also we don't want the 10-place grid penalty. But here he comes then. Mick Schumacher is going to come over the line. He goes first. 1:17.2 for him. Hulkenberg over the line, a 1:17.4. That's good.
Okay, and we will box now. Box. Just watch the FIA weighbridge lights. Watch the weighbridge lights.
Yep.
We are going to need another run at that because we're slow the knock-on here. Well, I mean, how has that happened? Right, let's send them out again then. I don't quite know how we've ended up so slow. Schumacher coming round now. He comes up to the line, and it puts him 10th at the moment. Hulkenberg, only 16th for Hulk. That's not ideal.
Okay, you're currently P16.
Hulkenberg will have to go out again. I think Schumacher should be okay. He's quicker than Russell at the moment. Yeah, it seems like a nice gap to go into for Nico. We are going to send Schumacher out as well. But yeah, Hulkenberg's probably going to struggle to get through here.
And clear on pit exit. Clear on pit exit.
So here he goes, Nico Hulkenberg onto his flying lap. He is looking to get through to Q2 here. Schumacher following him. Oh no, there's traffic. I think we're okay though. Hulkenberg quicker in that first sector, but not as quick as his teammate. Comes through the middle sector split. It's not good. It's not good. This is not going to be enough to get through, I don't think, for Nico Hülkenberg. He comes round the final corner, up to the line. And it's not. It's P19 for Nico Hülkenberg. It's now P20. And, well, at least he's getting his grid penalty anyway. But that is not a good day at the office for Nico. He will be starting on the very back row of the grid alongside Pierre Gasly. Now, you can see lots and lots of people have got grid penalties. So, yeah, we'll see how that shapes up in the next session. So I'm going to send out Mick Schumacher straight away. Hope that there's going to be no traffic, but Ferrari's not looking particularly helpful. Let's have a look at his first sector time. 27.7, that's not bad. But yeah, he's caught right behind Charles Leclerc there. Wow. Wow. I don't think there's any point completing this lap. It's not going to be competitive. It's just really tough, this. Maybe now is the best time, although Alonso's just gone out. It's not ideal to have somebody right behind you. I think we're going to get to the line before Stroll. So Schumacher will get his clean lap. Let's see what he can manage here. So heads up through the first sector. That's an improvement to 27.7. He's knocked off half a tenth from his previous first sector. And now it will be purely about how good sector 2 and 3 are. So here we come then. It's going to be Mick Schumacher up to the line into the 15s. That puts him ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
That's a good lap.
Just... Oh, we've got a red flag now then. Was that Logan Sargent out there?
And that's red flag. Red flag.
Not entirely sure what's happened. I think it is Logan Sargent. Big lock-up into the wall. And that's pretty much identical to what Mick Schumacher did, funnily enough. Yeah, we're going to use the other set of scrubs. And it does give us another run at this. Yeah, you got Ricciardo. I mean, Ricciardo will probably qualify us. We might as well send Schumacher now. It's a good time to head out, I think. So let's see what Mick Schumacher can pull off here on some scrub tyres. Is he going to be able to get himself into the top 10? He's not far off out-qualifying Fernando Alonso here. That's not a great first sector. Yeah, he's 4/10 off in that first sector, so that's not going to be enough. We might as well just call him back in. It's all really on whether Daniel Ricciardo can do it. But looking at that, I don't think... Well, Ricciardo's not out there, so I think, unless the two Mercedes manage it... Yeah, nobody's going to manage it, so there you go. Hamilton coming over the line, he is not going to improve, and, well, Mick Schumacher is going to make it in to the top 10 here. Wow, what a result that is. Especially when you consider all of the grid penalties. He's going to start at worst P7, I think. Maybe even P6. Wow. That is unbelievable. Right, okay. I think use one set. Let's, I mean, can we have a look at what we're expecting the strategy to be? Is it on circuit info? Expected strategies. So we're thinking we are going to have to use softs in the race. So, yeah, I think we just want to go for the one run. Oops. I think we want to start on, yeah, a scrub set of tyres that we're not going to use for the rest of the weekend. And then we can build our confidence. So send them straight out there. Don't worry about the time here. Just get a lap time on the board. But yeah, Mick Schumacher into the top 10 shootout. And okay, a long way off there, but should be able to build his confidence on the new set of tyres towards the end of the session.
Now the focus is on Lando Norris.
Well, what's happened here? I think it's another red flag, isn't it? And it's
there's
Norris.
the contact. And that's an unfortunate incident, considering we've not even reached the race yet.
So Norris is out, and that corner is proven to be a bit of an issue. Now then. It is going to be pretty much get out there and get your time on. Gonna just wait a minute, let them all get out there, and then we can bring up the rear. So there he goes. Obviously, Lando Norris is not somebody that we were competing with anyway. But it would be quite nice to see if we could get into the 115s and compete with Alonso and Stroll. That would be the dream. We need probably the perfect lap from Mick Schumacher here. So he's coming through the first sector now. DRS enabled there, and well, it's not fantastic, is it? A 28.1 first sector. That's not really what we wanted or needed. Come through the middle sector now at 30.6. It's going to be an okay time. I think it's going to be in the low 1 minute 16s. Comes round. Oh, it's in the 17s. It's actually a long way off. So Schumacher could not hook up anything there. But it's going to be Max Verstappen who takes pole. But I think Lando Norris is going to take it because of grid penalties. It's going to be very confusing, though.
It's almost time to get things going here in Mexico City as we settle down for 71 laps of breathtaking action.
We've seen some unbelievable action around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the past. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel had to fight off both Red Bull drivers only to be demoted off the podium in 2016 in what was a highly controversial moment.
Thin air at this elevation means less airflow around the car. Drivers could struggle with cooling their cars and themselves around Mexico City's track. It's a physical test of technology and human endurance alike. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Okay, right, here we go then. So Nico Hülkenberg has the 5-place grid penalty. Weirdly, he moves up a position to 20th because other people must have worse grid penalties. Yeah, that was... that's interesting. Now, Mick Schumacher is starting 6th. So, yeah, let's have a little look at what we can do strategy-wise here. So yeah, one stop is just definitely not the way to go. How's that looking? Yeah, I quite like the look of this one. Yeah, get onto those mediums a little bit earlier for Nico Hulkenberg. I mean, maybe, just maybe, do we start on the hards? Does that make sense? Yeah, I quite like that. It just sort of keeps him out of harm's way. Yeah, I like that for Nico. Means he can start aggressive. Mick Schumacher. On the other hand, I think you want to probably get your softs and mediums out of the way first. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. I like that as a strategy. So what's that? 132.27 plays 132.27. Virtually identical on the strategies then. And obviously Mick Schumacher starting in 6th position. It's a real opportunity here. Okay, right. No, I'm happy with that. So let's get ourselves into this Mexican Grand Prix. Here we go.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. A lot of people will be keen to see just how Zhou Guanyu will fare today.
It's a P17 grid start for them in this race, but maybe they can get through the pack cleanly and move up the field.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. What we'll find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out, away we go.
So lights out, away we go here in Mexico, and it's really important that Mick Schumacher gets off to a positive start here. Really, really important. He's going to head down the inside of Fernando Alonso. Don't make contact. But he's through. He's up into 5th place now. And already making a good start. Nico Hulkenberg, meanwhile, he's remained in 20th place. But what a start for Mick Schumacher. Getting that extra position. That's going to be crucial. I mean, we've got such a mixed up grid here. Tsunoda's up in P2. Piastri has checked out at the front. And how quickly can Mick Schumacher go in this first stint? We can't really risk too much tyre wear. But Stroll's absolutely going for it out there. We can see he's creating a little bit of a train here. There goes Fernando Alonso with the DRS. Let's see what he's capable of here. DRS keeps him in the battle with Fernando. There's some yellow flags out there. No way for us to really stay in this fight. And there goes Max Verstappen. He absolutely flew past, didn't he? Right, let's move him back onto medium now. He's got the Ferrari of Sainz to pass him next. And then it's really going to be whether Lewis Hamilton and George Russell will pass him. So Hamilton has a little chance here. Hamilton's going to go down the inside. He is through. So Schumacher down to 9th now. Russell's next, and, well, Zhou Guanyu is... Oh, Valtteri Bottas, sorry, is right behind as well. Nico Hülkenberg, meanwhile, passed by Charlie Leclerc. Doesn't quite manage anything there. Right. Come on, Schumi. Got to stay with George Russell now. Really important. Hamilton's even past Fernando Alonso here. DRS open. Here we go then. Once again, there goes Mick Schumacher past George Russell. He's going to get a second bout of DRS. He's going to use his ERS as well. Try and get that second ahead. And Daniel Ricciardo fighting hard to get back into the points. He's obviously one of the unlucky people with a grid penalty. And that's going to be even tougher next season, isn't it? I think. Can't remember. I feel like the vote went for one less engine part next season. There goes Russell past Daniel Ricciardo, but well done to Mick Schumacher. He's broken that gap. But wow, George Russell, how on earth has he managed to do that? He's caught up 2 seconds in one DRS zone. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Right. George Russell, once again, having a go to get past, but doesn't manage it this time. Nico Hülkenberg, meanwhile, still battling down in 19th place. It's not fantastic for Nico. No, Schumacher, I think, has DRS here. Not quite. So he wasn't quite close enough to Lewis. Now in a bit of trouble. Yeah, Sergio Perez makes his way through. And Ricciardo will be next. And Leclerc is going to follow him round, so...
No DRS.
Yeah.
Well, there goes Hülkenberg up to 16th now on those hard tyres. Doing a very decent job indeed of coming back through the field. There goes Charles Leclerc. He is through. So, Schumacher now in a difficult position. Lots of the guys ahead. They're going to struggle on their tyres. So it's about Schumacher maintaining position. It won't be long before his teammate Hülkenberg has caught up to him. And Yuki Tsunoda puts in fastest lap of the race. Not really sure where that came from. We're not far away here from first round of pit stops. And yeah, Hülkenberg up to 16th now. Very good from him. Fittipaldi next. Yeah, mixed lap times definitely stronger than Albon's. 26th, oh wow, 25.9 there from Albon all of a sudden. Just as I was saying, lap times were stronger. Hülkenberg 25.7, so some real odd goings on now then. Tyre-wise, the Mercedes cars below 50%. Same for Perez. He's down below 30%, so he could well get a puncture at any time. So he's surely coming into the pits. Yes, he is in. Perez is in. But the order has definitely sort of shook out into how you'd expect it to be. Just a case of trying to maintain this pace. Albon definitely starting to close in just a little bit here. Definitely something to keep an eye on, because Albon now within DRS range. He must have started to attack. But we're going to keep persisting here with the strategy. We're going to trust our instincts. Hulkenberg right behind Albon now. There he goes. He's up to 13th now. He's just behind his teammate, Mick Schumacher.
Now, there's been an issue in the pits.
Albon came into the pits there. So I'm thinking let's bring in Schumacher this lap just to cover off Alex Albon. So in he comes. Need a good pit stop here. Hulkenberg gets the double dose of DRS as well, so that helps out. Beautiful. 2.456 on the speed gun there. And beautifully done. Slots in just behind George Russell. And now, well, Albon gets the DRS because he was just behind Kevin Magnussen. Little bit fortunate there. Albon now through. Now Nico Hulkenberg. How are his times? I don't think they're too bad. He's doing a great stint on these hard tyres. And in a lap or so, he can really start to attack out there. These hard tyres do seem like a very good race tyre.
Now's our window, Nico.
Copy.
I think now's the time to really attack on these hard tyres. Yeah, this looks good. And this is the lap. He's going to be coming in, putting on the soft tyres for his middle stint. And here he comes then, Nico Hulkenberg. Coming around now into the pit lane. Excellent first stint on those hard tyres. And he's away in 2.4. And he's actually going to come out just ahead of his teammate, I think. Obviously, yeah, no, Schumacher does make it past in the end. But, yeah, that's pretty impressive that in that stint, Nico Hulkenberg managed to basically reverse the 6th place grid start for Schumacher, 20th place grid start for Hulkenberg. A fabulous position to be in for Schumacher. Maybe use a bit of deployment now. I don't think Hulkenberg needs that on anymore. We can aim for more consistent laps. There goes Hulkenberg past, by the way. He's through. Well, here we go then. Nico Hulkenberg is about to pass Alex Albon. Reasonably easily there. That was a 1:21.7. That was an absolutely rapid lap from Nico. Bottas has a mechanical fault. Not really going to affect our race too much. Let's have a little check of the interval. So, Hulkenberg managing to break the DRS window to Albon. Piastri about to lap Schumacher there. Hulkenberg next to be lapped. He's not far away, is he, from Albon here, Mick Schumacher, but yeah, it's definitely been a tough race for him. No doubt about that. I had high hopes of potentially getting into the points, but that was very, very quickly undone. Hulkenberg having a terrific middle stint here. The big question will be, will he manage to not get lapped by Sainz and Verstappen? Tyres, I think Hulkenberg will be okay here. He's not far off his pit window now. He's not far off Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, which is a particularly impressive stint. And here we go, look at this, he is right on the back of Lewis now. And this could absolutely be the chance he's looking for. And there he goes, nicely through. Russell in the pits as well. Yeah, needs to stay a second ahead of Lewis, really. Yeah, it's close. It's not quite a second there, though. I think Hamilton will be coming in this lap anyway, so it won't make any difference. Oh no, Hamilton is staying out. Yeah, don't let Hamilton back through. Hamilton's on awful tyres. Right, come on. Push hard here. Yes, good. Well done. He's got out of the DRS range of Lewis Hamilton. That will help. Let's see how Mick Schumacher's getting on. Not particularly well, if we're honest. His gearbox is causing him issues as well. And that is something that we have to deal with. That was a pretty smooth letting by of Sainz there. It's got DRS as well. That is really, really positive. Right, Mick Schumacher. 16 seconds behind his teammates somehow in all of this. Right, Nico, time to come into the pits this lap. Pretty much matching the pace of the leaders as well. He will be coming in this lap. So Nico Hülkenberg into the pits. Where will he come back out in front? He probably is going to come out behind Hamilton. 2.7. Yep, there we go. I think although he is going to be ahead of Hamilton, Hamilton will get past. Yeah. Now then, Hamilton is on medium tyres. We've got some yellow flags out there.
There's a big crash in the main straight.
And it's Kevin Magnussen. What has happened here? It's that corner again. Lost the back end. Well, that wasn't fantastic, was it? For Kevin Magnussen. Now, there goes Max Verstappen through. Oh no, yeah, it is Verstappen. It's amazing how Mick Schumacher has ended up a pit stop behind here of Nico. There he goes.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there.
Nico's time to strike will be later in the Grand Prix. Well, he's not going to get up to 10th, is he? Unless there's a mechanical failure up ahead. So Mick's going to come in this lap.
Big contact.
You alright?
Oh dear.
Sure.
Well, what has happened to Nico here? Well, it's one of the Saubers. Oh, well, that is really not good. Just not getting out of the way. I think he's okay, though. It's just a bit of minor damage to the front wing. I think he's going to be okay. Oh, he got a penalty.
Good entry.
He got a penalty. Wow. I'm a bit surprised about that, if I'm honest. And Schumacher back out in 15th now. Yeah, Hulkenberg. Bottas is going to be retiring with that mechanical fault. He comes into the pit lane, so no safety car there. Hulkenberg starting to close in on Lewis now. Wow, he is within 3 seconds at this point. Now then. His tyres are probably okay for now. I'm going to keep pushing. See if we can catch up to Lewis here. It's looking unlikely. It's 2 seconds, but how's Mick doing? He's up to 14, so he's got Albon in that final pit stop, I think. Yeah. No chance now for Hulk. Unless Hamilton's tyres go off. Piastri dominating the race out front, 17 seconds ahead of Sainz. Verstappen is third. Leclerc is in fourth, ahead of Norris and Stroll. Tsunoda 7th, Alonso 8th, Perez 9th, and Ricciardo in 10th. It is impressive that despite all of the grid penalties at the start, the top 10 are the top 10 that we usually get. Yeah. Now then. I mean, Hulkenberg, we could replace that front wing. I mean, I don't know, have we even got any more of those front wings? We do have one left, but I don't think it's worth it. He's going to finish in 13th either way, especially with his 5-second penalty as well. Unless there's a late safety car, of course. But we haven't really had safety cars for a little while, have we? Hamilton's tyres have dropped off quite a bit now. 5 laps to go. Schumacher pushing really hard, but he's not really getting anywhere either. And Alex Albon's going to catch him soon.
Okay, we need to save some fuel.
Copy.
Yeah. Schumacher's 2 laps down. Amazingly enough.
Try to save fuel where you can. Copy.
Okay, well, we're on to the penultimate lap of this race, I think. Piastri may well catch Hulkenberg to lap him a second time here. Piastri onto his final lap. And it's going to be a 13th and 14th place finish. It's not bad as a team, but once again, Schumacher just not in the same league as Hulkenberg. They started opposite ends of the grid, and Hulkenberg finishing 30 seconds ahead. It's not been a good weekend for Mick Schumacher. That crash in practice, I think, really did throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Piastri very close. He's not going to quite lap Hulk here, I don't think. Hulk's going to get one more shot at it. So there we go. Oscar Piastri wins the Grand Prix.
He's got the win.
Well played to him. And now Hulkenberg gets one final crack of the whip.
Mode push.
Yeah.
He's 3.6 seconds behind Hamilton. Here comes Mick Schumacher. He's going to come over the line in 14th.
OB checkered flag.
Well played to him.
It's P14 boys.
On target.
Here comes Nico Hulkenberg.
Thanks for Thank you for that.
He's trying to push as hard as he can here to catch Lewis. It's not going to happen. Actually, a personal best middle sector. And Lewis is right there, but it's not going to be enough. And of course, we've got the 5-second penalty as well. Hulkenberg up to the line, a 1:21 to finish there. The extra 5 seconds will put him 8 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton in the end. But there you have it. That is another Grand Prix done.
After the checkered flag has flown, there's Nico Hulkenberg.
And with a 13th place finish, that sadly means there's no points to be claimed.
The man from down under, Oscar Piastri, heads up to our podium.
That's their second win of the season. A brilliant talent who looks so at home on the track.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Okay, so there you go then. Oscar Piastri wins it in the end. Sainz finishes second, Verstappen third, Leclerc finishes fourth despite starting very back of the grid. Norris finishes fifth ahead of Stroll in sixth, Tsunoda seventh, Alonso eighth, Perez ninth, and Daniel Ricciardo in P10. That does mean that Max Verstappen retakes the lead of the Drivers' Championship by just 1 point ahead of Charles Leclerc in second. Norris is third on 354, Sainz on 309, still mathematically in it, and, you know, a couple of wins here and there, and he could be right back into the championship fight. Piastri in fifth, a bit too far back, and Perez a long, long way back in P6. No change down the bottom end of the championship. Into the fastest pit stops, Nico Hulkenberg's pit stop was 9th quickest. That gives us an extra 2 points, but we're nowhere near the likes of Sauber. So we're just secure in 10th in this year's pit stop championship, and we've made a lovely £944,000 in profit. That will pay for a new gearbox for Mick Schumacher, I would imagine. I thought I'd just have a look at Lewis Hamilton's stuff. He should be, yeah, he is joining Ferrari next season, and you can see £35 million a year he's going to be on. That's going to be huge for Lewis Hamilton. But apparently we could propose a contract to him. I don't think that is likely to work. Yeah, what else did we want to look at there? Dirk de Beer got him scouted as well, and he is joining us next season on £2.3 million, which is good. So, and it looks like Guru Yol will replace him. Now, who will replace Lewis Hamilton? Did it actually say who will replace Lewis? Alex Albon. Wow. Okay, so Alex Albon's going to be at Mercedes. Who's going to be joining Williams? We don't know. We don't know who will be joining Williams next season, but that's very, very interesting that Albon is going to Mercedes. Yeah, no idea how all of this will go. We might have a look at Abby Pullen, actually. Let's get her scouted. Be nice to poach a couple of the Alpine affiliate drivers. Who's the youngest person in there? Kian Nakamura Berta. Got Lindblad there, Solov. Okay. Yeah, Kimi Antonelli is obviously one to look at. I think get him scouted. It would be nice to have him as an affiliate next season. Lots of people were talking about that. He's clearly not going to be joining Mercedes next season. So let's see if we can get him as an affiliate, and then that obviously leaves him open to replace possibly Mick Schumacher the next season. He's quite happy now. Team race results in Mexico. I'm very surprised. I mean, his performance versus teammate, not good. What about Hulkenberg? How's he feeling about things? He's just really happy in general of what's going on. But yes, we've got Brazil next time out, of course, a sprint race. So that's going to be interesting. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.